Hey everybody, welcome to Culinary Undertaking. Thanks for watching, I sure appreciate it. And before we get started, don't forget to like, share, ring the little notification bell and all that other good stuff that you know all about. So today I'm going to show you guys how to make a pot roast. Not grandma's old dry pot roast with potatoes and carrots. Ugh, I'm not a big pot roast fan that way. It usually comes out, the meat's usually tough and you gotta chew it and chew it. And the potatoes and carrots are mushy and everything. So we're gonna jazz it up. We're gonna do a little bit different. No veggies are gonna be cooked with our meat today. And now I'm gonna do part of mine I'm gonna cook the whole thing on the smoker, but if you don't have a smoker, you're gonna skip this first step, which is just super easy. So I've got a nice chuck roast here, looks like that. I'm not gonna trim it, I'm not gonna do anything to it. So if it had like a huge chunk of fat, I would cut that off. But if it did, I would have seen it in the package and wouldn't have bought it in the first place. So we're just gonna leave it the way it is. A little salt and pepper. I've got my smoker already set to its lowest setting, just purely for smoking. I'm gonna put it on there for about an hour and a half. I'll keep an eye on it. And then after that, then we'll go on to the next step. So if you don't have a smoker, you can skip this part real quick. You won't smoke it, you'll just go straight to step 2. And this will cook all day, it'll take a while. So once we cook it for the hour and a half, we're gonna put it in a Dutch oven. We're gonna add some things to it, and then it's gonna cook for 4 to 5 hours after that, which that part you can do in the oven. But we'll get to that part when we get there. So basically, we just wanna hit this up with a little salt and pepper. And we'll obviously do that on both sides. Alright, and that's it. Salt and pepper both sides. I'm going to get this on the smoker, and it's just going to sit there for an hour or so and just going to soak up as much smoke as it can get for that little bit of time. And we're not really cooking it, we're just trying to get smoke flavor in it. So let me get that on. I'll bring you back when that part's done and we'll move on to step 2. Alright, so here we are. It's been just over an hour. Show you what we've got. And there it is. You can see it's not cooked or anything, it's just got some good smoke on it, so it's had a nice little hour-long smoke bath. I'll put it in our Dutch oven. Then we're going to turn our heat up to 275. And while that's warming up, let's go inside and I'll show you, move on to step number 2. Alright, step number 2 is simple. So after smoking for an hour on the smoker, we're just going to put our meat in our Dutch oven. Now this Dutch oven I use strictly for the smoker. So you can see it's always looks like that from being in the smoker so often. Anyway, so what we want to do is take some beef broth. I don't want to cover it, but I want to come up at least halfway, maybe 3/4, something like that. We can always add more later if we need to, but I've never had to before. Then to that, I want to add a couple of bay leaves in there. Then just want to dust it a little bit with some chili powder. I don't need a whole ton of it, just a nice little coating on one side like that. Then I'm going to add some rosemary leaves. Now I'm using dried rosemary here on purpose because I think the fresh would be just a little too much. I want a little rosemary flavor in here, but I don't want it to be super rosemary flavored, so just a little bit of dried. So that's it. Then we're going to put the lid on. Now, if you didn't do the first part, if you skipped that because you're going to cook this in the oven, this would be your step 1. So you would just take your raw meat, put in here, add this to it, put in your oven. Again, I've got the smoker at 275, and it's going to cook for 4 to 5 hours. And so really, cooking on the smoker at this point isn't doing a whole lot of good because the smoke's not going to get through the lid and any more into our food. But since it's already hot and that's what I'm using, I'm going to finish it off in there. So whatever equipment you're going to use to cook this, and in fact, if you're going to skip the first part, you could probably even turn your oven maybe to like 300 or 325 and cook it for, you know, that 4 hours or so. So I'm going to put this on the smoker. Chances are I'm not even going to check it. I'm just going to let it go for pretty close to the 5 hours. Then we'll pull it out and then we'll finish it up after that. So I'll throw this on, I'll go get a glass of the good stuff, and then I'll see you in a few hours. All right, it's been 4 hours. Here's our meat. I just pulled it off the smoker. I didn't take you outside for that. I figured you wouldn't miss that part. Now back here, I've got some rice that's just about done. So while I'm waiting for that to finish, one step we're gonna do real quick, I'm gonna zest 1 lime. And I've got a damp paper towel here to zest it onto. And then I've got another lime here already cut. So we're gonna end up juicing both of these, but I want the zest of just one of them. So there's my zest from one. I'm just gonna cover that up and just set it aside so I don't lose it. Make sure we get all those little zests off of there. All right, now my rice is done, and this is just regular white rice, nothing special or exciting about it, just regular white. You could use brown, you could use mashed potatoes for this. So use what you got or what your favorite is. And that's that. Now for the good part, are you ready? Ooh. First I'm gonna get those nasty bay leaves out of there. They've given up all they're gonna give. There's one. Well, I lost the other, but we'll find it. All right, now we're gonna break this up. And this is just like shredding pulled pork or some cooked chicken. I mean, this is just falling apart. All right, now we're just gonna take our meat and we're gonna just transfer it over here to our rice. Okay, so now we've got all our meat on the rice. Now I'm gonna hit it with the lime zest. Like that. Try to get it relatively easy or even. All right, now, so that's our meat on the rice. For now, I'm just gonna set that aside so the air's not blowing all over it. Now, we've got some liquid left in here. Let me bring it over here so you can see what I'm doing a little bit better. Okay, so once we get the meat out of here, we're left with some drippings in there. And you may have a little more, you may have a little less. Hopefully not much less than that. Now I'm gonna turn our heat up, because we want to reduce this. And then to our drippings that are left in here, I'm going to add the juice of one of our limes. Not the whole lime, just the juice. Okay, I'm also going to hit it with some soy sauce. Yeah, it's probably a couple teaspoons worth right there. Now from here, you can hit with some other stuff. I'm going to hit with some fresh pepper. Even though the roast had a little on it, I'm going to add a little bit more to our sauce right here. Of course, just a little pinch of salt. And now from here, you can get creative. If you want to add a lot of other stuff in here, you could. I don't want this to be too strong because I don't want to overpower the taste of the lime that's going to be on the meat, because with that lime zest, and we're also going to put some more juice over the meat. But, you know, if you want to make this a little spicy, you could. It probably wouldn't hurt. I might add some of this to it. You guys saw me use this in some chicken the other day. I'm just going to use just a little bit, like maybe a teaspoon. And we're already simmering in here. So this sauce will come together really quick. In fact, that's too much. If you had some wine, you could put some wine in here. I don't have any here at the moment, but it would be good in there. I do have some balsamic vinegar. I thought about adding that, but I would go with either the balsamic vinegar or the soy sauce, and since I went with the soy sauce, I'm going to stick with that. So there you can see, when I pull it apart, you can see the bottom of the pan for a few seconds. That's right about where I want. So I'm going to turn the heat off, because don't forget this is going to hold more heat. In fact, get it off the burner altogether. So I'm going to give it just a second to sort of sit there and calm down. While that's doing that, let's go check on our meat. Alright, so we have our rice with our meat on it and our lime zest on the top. That looks good. If you could smell it. Now I do want to use this other lime here. Oh, alright, the sink was clean. I'm just gonna drizzle some fresh lime juice over this. And if you get some in the rice, that's all the better. And if you've never had lime on beef, man, is it good. Alright, now we're just gonna take our sauce that we made and just drizzle that right down the center there. Whew. Man, if you could smell this. So there you go, there's dinner for the whole family. There's pot roast that I'm sure grandma never made for you. No meat, no potatoes, no carrots, just pot roast that's just fall apart tender. We've got some rice, which could just as easily be mashed potatoes if you would prefer, or leave it out altogether, just have the meat. And I would serve this with maybe some Brussels sprouts, like the Brussels sprout video I showed you would be good as a side with this. Maybe green beans on the side with this would be great too. Maybe a salad, a nice glass of wine. Oh, so now, so nice. I don't want to mess it up to taste it, but we're gonna. Now you could fluff this up a little bit and make sure that the sauce you put on top got a little bit of that everywhere. So good. So no matter what you put in your sauce when you finish it at the end, whether it's a little bit of soy sauce or some balsamic vinegar, whether you have some of this paste or not, you can put some sriracha in there if you wanted to, or like I said, wine would be good if you want to put a little garlic in there. I didn't do garlic this time because I didn't want to, I don't know, garlic and lime, how well they would go together in this particular dish. And I didn't want the garlic to sort of overpower, because you definitely want to taste that lime in there. But that's really, really good. I know I say a lot of on my videos, but this is really good. So if you want some pot roast done a little bit different, give this a try. You won't regret it. It's really good. So make it. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.